Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing out here tonight? I am super excited to be here, you guys. I have had a great and amazing day. I have some really exciting news, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to tell you guys tonight because I want to wait until tomorrow for meeting in the ladies' room. We have some super exciting news for you guys about meeting in the ladies' room. But after today, you're going to have to tune in for tomorrow to hear the exciting news that we have for you guys. So I just want to thank you for joining me tonight for Transformation Tuesday. I am D.Renee, the transformation specialist, and I support women with overcoming obstacles to help them elevate in life and business. I am a certified licensed life coach as well as a licensed therapist. And I support women with being able to rediscover who they are, help them to increase their self-esteem, self-confidence, so that they can walk freely into their purpose and create the life they desire to have. Y'all, I am super excited. I'm going to try not to spill the tea until tomorrow, but we have some really exciting news. A hint for you guys is if you are on my friends on either one of my pages for Facebook, then you probably received a message inviting you to Status TV and Manifest TV, Status Network and Manifest TV. So there is a reason for that. So you're going to have to tune in tomorrow, though, to find out. But it is super excited. We were in a, 2 hour, almost, 2 hour, maybe a 2 hour meeting, getting some things done. So our topic for tonight, you guys, see, we are doing the same topic from last week. If you joined me last week, I do apologize, but Facebook just totally messed up our Transformation Tuesday. It was messed up when I did it on the replay. It was just very distorted in the information. I don't even think you guys even got a chance to even hear the information. But on my end, it was still recording. So tonight we're going to do the 5 steps to self-forgiveness again. So hopefully we have no mishaps. So let's get started. So number 1, you guys. So the first step to self-forgiveness is acceptance. So when you speak about acceptance, you have to be able to accept whatever it is that has happened to you in your life. Whatever that thing is, whatever that is that happened, that you find yourself being stuck, you find yourself unable to be able to move past that situation, is causing you to have poor relationships, it's causing you not to have great friendships, family relationships, it's causing you to not be able to give yourself fully and completely to your children, to your family, to anyone else who's around you. These are things that you have to be able to accept. So for instance, when I was going through my my journey of transformation, hi Valerie, thank you for joining me. When I was going through my journey of transformation, there were some things that I had to accept. Like, it is what it is, and this is what it was. So I had to accept about being molested at 3. I had to accept my that I had chosen poor relationships. I had to accept that I chose to have children out of wedlock. I had to accept a lot of things about my life that I may not have wanted to accept, and that was difficult for me to accept, but I had to accept those things, because that's the first part of forgiving yourself, is being able to be real with yourself, to be able to be one with yourself and accept all the good, the bad, the ugly things that come along with who and what you are and what has happened to you or what has been done in your life. So when you speak about self-forgiveness, you definitely have to start with acceptance for any of those things. Hi, Tanya. Thanks for joining me. You have to start with acceptance. Acceptance for any of those mistakes that you made in your life, any of those things that have caused you to be stuck in whatever the situation is that you have going on, because those are the things that's going to keep you from being able to forgive yourself if you're not able to accept it. Because number one, if you're not able to accept it, that means you're still operating in some form of denial about the situation, right? And we don't want to operate in denial. Hi, Tanya. So number one, the first way to begin to work on your self-forgiveness is accepting all those things that's keeping you stuck, all those things that happen, all those mistakes that you made. That's number one. Number two, you have to have compassion for yourself. So the definition of compassion is the care and the concern for someone else's mishaps. What about your own? What about the unfortunate things that have happened to you? What about those unfortunate decisions that you made? What about those things that you have done in your life that out of vulnerability, that out of some type of being whole and completeness, or something that was kind of missing in your life that you saw after? What about those things? It's easy for us to be able to have compassion for other people, but then we give ourselves a hard time about the things that we've done in our life. We have all been in situations and done things that we are not necessarily proud of in our lives, and we have to be able to forgive ourselves for those things. So we have to accept it, and we have to have compassion for ourselves that we actually did that. And if you can have compassion for something somebody else did, then you should also be able to have that same care, compassion, and understanding for yourself. Because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to completely get to the point to where you're able to forgive yourself, you guys, because you have to understand that you were not in the right place. And we have all not been in the right place. We've all made bad decisions. There is nobody on this earth who is perfect. We've all done things that we don't want nobody to know, that we are not proud of, and we all have to forgive ourselves. We have to accept it. We have to have compassion that we did it, and we have to forgive ourselves for those things, because we were operating out of a place of lack and not being whole and complete within ourselves. And number three, you have to let go and release. You have to let go and release, you guys. When you have to let go of those expectations you had for yourself, you have to let go of those expectations that you have for other people in those situations. You have to let go of, oh, he was supposed to do so-and-so. Oh, mama was supposed to do this. Oh, daddy was supposed to do that. Whatever those expectations were that were unmet, whatever those needs were that were not met, whatever those things are that have you stuck in the situation that you're in now, we have to let go of those things in order for us to be able to work on forgiving ourselves for those situations, right? Because we didn't know. Now, if you had a situation like myself where you may have been molested when you were younger, you had absolutely no control over those things. You have no control over those things. That was that adult's problem and their responsibility. But guess what? Just like I always say, your Lord Jesus, it just lost my mind. I'm sorry, you guys. Anyways, at the end of the day, your healing, your wounds may not be your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. That is what I always say. Your wounds may not be your fault, but your healing is your responsibility, you guys. We can't change the past. We can't change that someone else made a decision for us out of their illness, out of their weakness, whatever it is that their issues and their problems and the things that they did to hurt you. We can't change those things. So as a result of us not changing those things, we can, one, continue to live in a place where we're stuck and we're never able to get over it and move on and live our best lives, quote unquote, right? But we have to get to a place where we are able to heal ourselves, because that shows your greater strength. That shows the greatest power that you can have, is to be able to get to a place where you can have that healing, get to the place where you have that forgiveness, get to a place where you have accepted those things so that you can move forward in your life. So that's number three. So number four is, you guys, you have to commit yourself to working on those issues, right? You have to commit to yourself that you deserve it. You have to commit to being unstuck mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You have to work on that. That's right, Tanya. My wounds may not be my fault, but my healing is my responsibility. That's absolutely right. Because just because something happened doesn't mean that person hurt you, but it's your job to heal you. Because as long as you stay stuck in that place, anybody stays stuck in that place, that you're in a place of control, you're in a place of bondage, you're in a place to where you cannot move until you release yourself from that. Right? So you have to commit yourself to doing the work, whatever that work may be, whatever that may look like for you. Some people, they might need a therapist. Some people might need a life coach who can specialize in the areas to kind of help you transform and move past those things that's keeping you stuck so that you can begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But the thing about it is, hi, Gregory, the thing about it is you have to be ready to move forward. Like, I'm a life coach. I won't work with anyone who's not ready to move forward, because you have to be in a place to where, one, you're ready to invest in yourself. Number two, you're ready to move past whatever it is that has happened to you. Number three, you're ready to live a life that you know that you desire to have, and you know that you want to have, and you deserve to have. So you have to be ready for those things, because if not, you're choosing to stay in a place of hurt, and you're choosing to not be able to walk in your fullness and your purpose that God has for you on this earth. Number 5, you guys, you have to allow yourself to try again. You have to give yourself permission to be happy. You have to do that, because if you're secretly walking around feeling like you don't deserve something, then you get just what you are feeling, because more times than not, those feelings are being driven by those negative thoughts that you have about yourself, feeling like you're not worthy enough, feeling like you don't deserve it, feeling like you're not enough, feeling like whatever it is that's going on with you, because that's how you feel, that's also what you think. Those thoughts becomes feelings, those feelings become actions and behaviors. And because of those things, you're not gonna necessarily be able to walk in it, because you're not giving yourself permission to be happy. You're not giving yourself permission to be in a healthy relationship. You're not giving yourself permission to live in a space of prosperity and abundance. And you have to be able to do that. I give myself permission to be happy. When I set out on my journey for transformation, I was determined, you guys. Like, I was determined not to have another unhealthy relationship. I was determined to not continue to live my life not loving myself, not liking how I look, not liking this, not liking that. I was determined to do that. And I was so much determined to do that my journey to transformation took 2.5 years. 2.5 years, because I was committed to me. I wanted to get to know me. I wanted to love me. I wanted to heal me. I wanted to be complete. I wanted to be whole for whomever he is that's going to come in my life and marry me. I wanted to be all those things that he needed to be, and not look to that person to be able to complete me, to not make me happy. My happiness come from within. He will be able to glean from my happiness as I will glean from his. And that's how it should work. I'm not looking for him. It's not his responsibility to make me happy. It's not that person. It's not my mama's responsibility to make me happy. It's not my daddy's responsibility to make me happy. It's not anybody's responsibility except for my own. And I had to do my work. And as a result of me doing my work, I had my complete transformation, and you can do your work and also have your complete transformation. So you guys, the 5 steps to self-forgiveness. Number 1 is acceptance. Number 2 is having compassion and understanding for yourself and those things that have happened to you. Number 3 is letting go and releasing yourself from those things that have hurt you, from expectations of other people, from expectations of yourself, from any expectation that you had that was supposed to happen from anybody that was in your life. You're letting those things go, because those things keep you stuck, because the thing that you're going to tell yourself is, this person was supposed to do this. Oh, that person was supposed to do that. Guess what? They didn't. They didn't. And as a result of that, are you going to continue to walk in a space to where you keep blaming that person for the fact that they didn't do what you expected them to do? You can't. Not if you're going to walk in a place of forgiving yourself, because you're not going to be able to fully walk in a place of self-forgiveness without letting go of those expectations that you had for that person or for yourself, as a matter of fact, in those type of situations. Number 4 was, you have to commit yourself to being healed, being complete, being whole, whatever your work look like, whether it's working with a coach, whether it's working with a therapist, whatever that may look like for you, you have to commit yourself to doing that. And number 5, you have to give yourself permission to be happy. You have to give yourself permission, again, to live in abundance. You have to give yourself permission to have a life outside of everything that you've ever known, because believe me, you guys, there is life on the other side of the darkness. There is light on the other side of what you think is impossible. Whatever you feel that is hard right now, whatever it is that you feel is going on in your life and you just can't seem to get past it, you have to be able to do what the work that's associated with it, so that you can see and you can be able to live the life that you desire to have. So you guys, I am D.Renee, the transformation specialist. What I would like for you to shine your own light by fixing your wiring, changing the bulb, and flipping the switch. So if I can support you in any way, give me a, you all can hit me up on my DM right here on Facebook Live, or you can reach out to me via my website at drenee.org. You can click the book down button, complete the interest application, tell me a little bit about yourself, and we can talk about how I can be able to support you with your transformation. You guys, if I provided you with value tonight, please, please, please like, share, because guess what? Sharing is caring, and there is somebody out there who may need to hear this information. If it's not you, it may be somebody else that you know, or maybe you don't know. It's been a pleasure, you guys. I wish you all well. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and you all have a wonderful evening. Don't forget, tomorrow, meeting in the ladies' room right here at 8 p.m. We have some exciting news for you guys about meeting in the ladies' room, and I'm not going to spill the tea tonight, even though I am super excited about it, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow and we can tell you guys together. Okay? So you all have a wonderful evening. I'm D.Renee. Y'all have a good one.